subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man. Talk about that rodeo, man.
Man, that rodeo though. First of all, I was clean as fuck. That's first of all. I will bring the attention to my sharpness, cause my sharpness was very acute. You know what I'm talking about? Not cute, but niggas ain't been to math class. But yeah, I was sharp than a bitch. That first of all, and then I think that's the largest crowd. Whatever, I think it was 70,000 plus in that motherfucker. So yeah, it's definitely the, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know though. I don't know though. That first Astroworld was a motherfucker too. So I don't know. But I mean, yeah, that motherfucker. First of all, it was historic because it's like
That particular venue, like it's the
yeah,
rodeo. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm like, first of all, we some niggas at the rodeo. Like, niggas don't even be being at that motherfucker like that. But I went to that bitch, I went off with that bitch, and I got paid for being there. How can I be upset at that? You know what I'm saying? And once again, I was clean.
Yeah.
That shit was it was cool. I think definitely everybody that was on that stage, the next day everybody price went up. Cause that was the rodeo. That shit was on the news, and and it wasn't no fuck ups. Like everybody rehearsed and came and did what they needed to do, and that shit was a dope event. You know what I'm saying? She was also at the rodeo. I think that was the first time she got to be around, like, I guess everybody on that level. You know what I'm saying? She already, knew Lil Kiki and all that shit, but like this was like damn near everybody that was on it and they homeboys, which is, so this shit was pretty cool, man. Parking was weak as fuck, but that shit was hard though.
Yeah.
That shit was hard though. I appreciate being a part of that shit. I was mad in the bitch I ain't had no dressing room, but that shit was still hard though.
I saw they had Pimp C had his own.
Man, Pimp had his own dressing room, like Pimp. That's cold and the motherfucker when you can just, and you got a dressing room. You feel me? Like, boy, if that ain't no underground king shit right there, boy, like nigga, Pimp had a dressing room. Yeah, you could feel the, you know what I'm talking about, in the air, like, cause this nigga had a dressing room in that motherfucker, and but I was drunk. Then of course we ain't supposed to smoke, but somehow it happened, and I was high, and it was a regular show after that. The rotating stage was fucking with me because, the makers and cokes. Like, but that bitch, because I seen myself moving and I was like, ooh, boy, don't make no false move, man. But I didn't know I stayed sharp and wrecked that up. Yeah, I wrecked that up, man. Shout out to Bun B for making me a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you have? Cause we were talking about Pimp C. Do you have a like favorite Pimp C memory all the time? Like somewhere you like?
I be saying that bitch all the time about when he gave a nigga a curfew, but like it was one that I ain't said. 06, like right around the time when Hawk passed, when Big Hawk passed, I got a phone call, and I seen it was Pimp, and you gotta, if you know Pimp, you gotta know which Pimp you talking to. If you talking to Pimp C, or if you was talking to Jack Tripper, you know what I'm saying? Well, well, two is company. You know what I'm saying? And three is a crowd. They gotta know who you talking to. That nigga call me. I say, Pimp, what up? That nigga say, check this out, Jack. So I say, yeah, it's Jack Triple. As soon as that Jack came out, I was like, what? He say, nigga, I just dissed you. And I say, for real though, like what you talking about? Nah, nigga. I'm sick of you and this nigga with this bullshit. I dissed him too. I'm like, I got bullshit with a whole bunch of people. Like, who you talking about? Nigga, you and Slim Thug. I say, what? He say, yeah, nigga knocking doors down. Pull up. I'm at Skulls, nigga. I'm at Skulls. Come here about it. And hung the phone up.
No shit.
And I pulled up to, I'm staying in an apartment around the corner at the time. I pulled up, I'm in the Sun Blossom cottages or something. You know what? Yeah, I was over there. And I pulled up, I had just time to do 4 years and shit. They gave me like 45 days to turn myself in type shit. So I'm out there kind of wrong. I got on a bulletproof with no shirt on. I got a car full of zips and I got the strap. So when I pull up, I get out the car. This nigga let the window down. He in the champagne Bentley. And that nigga say, hold up, young Ro. Hey, bitch, get in the back. That was first and foremost. So I was like, okay. I get in the car. That nigga say, nigga, what type of world war you going to? And I was like, I ain't going no world war. I'm out here hustling and shit. I'm trying to make sure the nigga don't rob me. Nigga, this scores, nigga. Everybody gets murdered here, nigga. I'm not gonna be. But I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm like, but what's this shit? He say, man, look, man. And he played that bitch, Slim Thug and Zero, still bullshitting, need to sit down, take a tour, it's too much money to be getting. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, cause like little do we all know, Hawk was, and at the funeral, at Hawk's funeral is where me and Slim buried the hatchet. Slim made me bury the hatchet at that bitch because I was still trying to be on some dumb shit, but like we was already on some, we ain't tripping no more. We just need to get together and have a conversation. So I really was on some like, pimp, like we already in the process. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna drop this bitch anyway. Shit, nigga should have been tripping in the first motherfucking place. All right, nigga, go back to the highs, and that was that. And I'm like, I'm like, nigga talking about, yeah, nigga, I dissed you. I'm like, nigga, we finna line that shit up. But then I'm like, damn, this Pimp C and this nigga Pimp like, yeah, nigga, I dissed you. Come up here and hit. And I'm like, boy, like, you ain't even get an opportunity to be mad. Like, nigga was like, I ain't gonna even give you a chance to understand fully what I just said to you. Just come up here and I heard that bitch and was fucked up because I'm listening to it and I'm like, damn, this bitch jamming like a motherfucker. This nigga talking about me on this bitch. Then I felt good because he was talking about flip tip. I was like, good. I ain't look Slim. Long we ain't by ourselves on this motherfucker. He talked about a bunch of niggas on that bitch. Paul and yeah, get it. Yeah, I was a hoe. Like, yeah, nigga, get everybody. Don't just talk about me. Shit, I know I be doing some. You know what I'm saying? So get on to everybody for they whole ass shit too. Don't just have me singular with the hoemanship. So, but yeah, that shit was crazy because I ain't even have a chance to just be like, what you diss me for? Cause I was finna say it. He was like, yeah, nigga, I'm at Skulls. Come see about it. And hung the phone up. I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, that shit crazy. But yeah, I don't think I never told that one before.
That's funny. So you said something about that bulletproof vest, because man, you had the bulletproof vest on when y'all did the source shoot. You know what I'm saying? And me and my partner just be like, man, what's going on? What road got going on?
I was beefing with all them damn near all them niggas up at the shoot too. Cause matter of fact, I got the vest for the shoot. I got it for the shoot. Cause I was in that bitch wrong too. Me and Mike D, and I know Hawk and all that shit, but it was me and Mike D, and I had the vest, and I had a 40, and I think I had a 44, and I had my flag on. So I was like on some like, all right,
shit,
nigga,
tripping and all that shit.
Shit, all that shit. I was on all that shit. It was a lot of shit I ain't understand yet, and I was still on some, y'all got most city fucked up type shit, and yeah, I was out there wrong, but I ain't mad though. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Donnie Houston.